Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. I'm going to give you all a few moments to come in because there's a little bit of a delay between when I go live and when the and there's a little bit of a delay between when I go live and when you all see the feed come out and when the comments start coming in and when the link is populated because we have the text squad, so I got to get the text out to the text squad. So listen, today, brother, here we go. Today we're going to be reacting uh to this fellow right here, John Moss. All right. So, we're going to be reacting to John Moss. This I just had his image up. Yeah, you all have started to come in, so the link is probably populated. I'm going to get the link out to the text notification squad. Do you all remember this guy? How we used the snippet of his video in the last show that we did, right? Well, now his fans have come over to begin to attack me, and apparently this man has created a response video, right, with the title "I'm getting canceled," and look funny face there, the man look distressed or funny or something. All right, we're going to be reacting and responding to that video. I saw a portion of it because people have begun to send that to me. Oh, my battery is low. People have begun to send that to me, so let's get the text out to the text notification squad, and then we'll get live on these other platforms, and then we'll just do the doggone thing. You know what I mean? We'll watch this for the first time in its entirety together. I just need to get the link to this video. Oh, I don't know if he came for me or not, but I know that his fans are coming for me, even though I explicitly said in the video, "Me no want no smoke. This isn't about him." People are going off. I got to get the thumbnail updated. Thumbnail is updated. It is hey, welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. It is an easy Sunday morning. I just finished doing some wonderful yoga. The yoga was so good afterwards. I wept. I just wept a little just in gratitude because the yoga person was just she was so just understanding for where it is that we are at our different levels in the journey. So I just wept in gratitude for finding yoga and for being able to be on this journey. So let me get this link into the text notification squad. Text notification squad, you're about to get your link right now. Come over. Let me put in hashtag TKO Text Squad for the people who are new so that they know who this text is coming from. So if you'd like to join the text notification squad, make sure that you go to tanyatko.com/text. The link is in the description. And you get a text whenever I go live. You never miss another live video ever again. You're always here on time. And I don't start the videos until you come in. And so this is what we are waiting for right now. So welcome in everybody. While we're waiting, let me just go ahead and get the video monetized. Might as well, because if we're going to be doing this, and some of his fans are on my page right now, going to the last video and leaving their comments, attacking me, attempting to verbally abuse me. And I never verbally abused this man. If I did, send me the link. All I did was show his own words, and people are upset about that. That's what he said. He said those words. And his words, before we get into the video, I just need listen. YouTube has already restricted my video before they even, with the monetization, before the thing is even, there's nothing controversial in this. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the text to go out. So, oh, someone just said I look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really love this hair color. I feel like a superhero. Oh my God, the text has not gone out yet. Let me refresh and see what's going on. Let's refresh. It's waiting approval. So while we're waiting for approval on the text, people just project. Yeah, the crazy part about it is it's hey, Blacks in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ebony, if you want to do yoga, go ahead and do yoga. I've been wanting to I want to support the person who's been helping me with my yoga. Her name is Yoga with Adrienne, and it is on YouTube. And I did beginning yoga with her today. She was just so kind and so gentle, and it was just amazing. If you all know of other references for yoga people, by all means, you all know that I went on this journey in the beginning of the year, and we went to Hawaii for internal cleansing and juice fast. Oh, the text just went out. And then we went to Florida for the yogic retreat, and then we went to Sedona and we got all the finishing touches on it. We went into the food aspect of it. So we did the mentals in Hawaii, the physical in Florida, and then we went over to Sedona and we got into the food and the nutrition and just the changes that way. So I'm just waiting for this text to go out for the people who are, hey, Plainest Jane, how are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome, welcome in, welcome. I love how you show up and you support and you never get yourself involved in drama. Like, and I don't typically get involved in drama myself either. I am reacting to this young man because I don't have an issue with him. Like, if I had a real issue with him, I wouldn't even react. I just let it go. Where is my text? Where the text there? Come on. It's like this been how many minutes has it been? We've been on for 6 minutes, but this is a good time for us to be able to catch up. But I do want to jump into the video. But God, where is the text? Has anybody from the text notification squad gotten their text? I just So nonetheless, so we spent we started out in the early part of this year and we just worked on just healing. It was a healing journey. We dove into different types of modalities of just mental, emotional, psychological, physical, nutrition, and some other. I don't want to mention too much in this because we did a lot of different. Listen, the Marvin Gaye song that I mentioned, type of healing. There goes the text, Saved by the Bell. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, so let us get into the video. Perfect. Everybody's getting their text, so we are here in the building. Let's get a little bit of music up on here, and then we're gonna get live on these other platforms. All right, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. If you have not already, get the juices flowing, pump yourself up, because we are going to be getting into some mid-tier level energy today, because we're just going to be reacting and responding. We are live on LinkedIn. Hey, hey, hey. We are live on Facebook. Woo! And here comes Twitter. All right, we are live on Twitter. Hey, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, y'all. Come on, come on, come on in, everybody. Come on, come on, come on in. So for those of you who don't know, your girl is involved inside of a little bit of the drama. Hey, 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 hey. We're involved in a little bit of drama right here with this man, right here. John Moss, LOL, whose platform is much larger than mine. The size of his platform eclipses mine. And he decided to make a response video to me today. And I got a lot of people descending upon my platform, talking junk about your girl, calling me all types of names and all this other stuff. I just want to start out by just saying, please save it, save it. We are not the same, dear. We're not the same. The things that you're saying are things that would hurt you. You see, I'm not like these 90s and 2000s babies. No, we come from the era where we didn't have seatbelts. We didn't have, what do you call these things where you're on your scooter, you have these little things on, but what is the helmet? We didn't use helmets back in the days. We came in when the light came on. We in New York, in the summertime would be out there in full force, fireman level water shooting out from the hydrant. This is what we played in as children. The strength of us is unmatched. So just save it. Save your little insults. Mina business with that. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. But this man right here, we did a video the other day. And I guess, you know what? Let's just jump into his video because he's going to play my video. So this is a video of me reacting to him, reacting to my video, reacting to him, right? And he was just a small part of the video that I did. So let's just take a look and see what this has. I have not watched this video in its entirety. I watched a little snippet of it just to get the tone of it. And I just, listen, let's continue going forward. Oh, they say, listen, we have mutual fans. And the part that is so trife about this whole thing is that when our mutual fans were reaching out to him when I was doing research on this story months ago, when I commented on his channel on 2 different videos asking him to come forward to help me do research on this story where I covered his video, he couldn't see the messages. He never saw them. The fans didn't move ferociously enough or with enough fervently. That's the word, not ferociously, fervently enough for him to see the messages. Oh no, he never saw any of those. He didn't see any of my Instagram messages either that I sent him over the course of the past few months. Never saw any of those either. Son, check your other folder, because I wrote you months ago. Don't act like I just came upon this story and didn't write to this person for contribution. So it's like the news don't stop because you choose not to participate. And it's a shame that people, once they get upset or riled up or once they feel insulted or whatever, then all of a sudden they find the ability to find messages and see messages, and then all of a sudden, oh, now I see it. Oh, let me read it. No. But when I came months ago, listen, there were people, when I commented on his page, they were like, oh, Tanya TKO, you're over here. I'm so happy. I love both of you. I would love for you to collaborate, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But he never saw any of those messages, right? But then he saw somebody talking, oh, this girl did a reaction to, right? You saw that, right? That's the part that's just so trite about all of this, right? Let's continue. Let's jump into the man video. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm about to be canceled. Ooh. So I get a message. Hi, friend.
Did I say anything in my video about canceling him? Did I say anything about him even personally? Or in my video, did I state that it wasn't about him? It's really about the idea that exists in the manosphere, which he so clearly articulated in his video, which was the example that we honed in on. Because even if he's claiming that he changed his mind or whatnot, there are people in the manosphere whom have not, who have the same mentality, and that's what the video was about. But let's go back to the beginning, and I'm going to play it straight through without interruptions. Go ahead and share, tag the man, let him know we're live. Let's see if all of a sudden he's getting the tags and the messages now. Oh, and by the way, when I was looking for other ways to reach out to him, I believe the price is $300 to get him to respond to an email of yours. So, oh, but for free, make a video. And now all of a sudden, the John Moss, LOL. I mean, look at his numbers. The size of his platform is tremendously larger than mine, but then all of a sudden now, oh, big platform, oh, I can't get your message. Oh, now I do. Yeah, oh, here we go. Here we go. And there are people who ask, oh, Tanya, are you just upset because he didn't want to collaborate with you or didn't want to respond? No, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because people make time for what it is that they choose to make time for. And it's sad. I'm saddened that people find time to make time for strife or what they perceive as strife. I'm annoyed and just, listen, that's what I remember seeing. I said, should I pay the $300 to get this man? I said, no, I can't do it. I can't do that. Stop that. Let's go. Listen. Let's start at the very beginning. Listen. Listen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm about to be.
Hold on. There's somebody named Damayan that says stop talking and play the video. Block user on Facebook. Done. You don't have to listen. You can watch now without commenting. You're done. You're done. Here, let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to stop it from here on out. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Here we go. Listen, I didn't even want to collaborate with the man. I wasn't asking for a collaboration, Lauren. I was asking for assistance with the research. If he wanted to collaborate, that's a different story. We don't have similar audiences. Well, we have overlap, but our demographic is not the same. His audience seems really young. My audience is mature. And we talk about relationships and self-love. He seems to do reactions to viral videos. But I did give him an opportunity to speak his piece, you know, either behind the scenes or however that looked. I didn't ask for a collaboration, and I don't collaborate with people typically whose audiences are not similar to mine. So fall back. Don't get yourself blocked. All right? Don't get yourself blocked by trying to be cute, because that's not cute. I'm cute. Okay, I'm just joking. But I'm not. But let's go.
I'm about to be canceled. Ooh. So I get a message. Hi, friend. I don't know if you know this, but Toya TKO mentioned you in her show. And I was like, show? What? For what? I don't think she didn't say anything bad. And I looked at it and I saw a Facebook message and it was like, I would run from him. And I was like, what did I say? So then the title has Kevin Samuels in it. And I was like, oh, shit. Did I mess up?
I want to break down his video in its entirety.
That right there. That's what I thought she was going to do. But she didn't. She didn't do that.
I want to go back to the part where he says, what money? What money?
Where it's like, wait a minute, if she's just gonna cheat on me and lie on me, why would I want her to have half of my things? Half of what things? Half of what things? I don't have anything right now. Right. And I haven't even got to that point. But because I saw so many other people going through so much things and so many other dudes lying about their relationships because they were saying, oh, I was doing all of this great things. Literally, I was doing the bare minimum and she didn't want to stay around for the bare.
You know what? His video is so deep. I want to break down his video all by itself, but there's so many other links that we need to get to. So just remind me to do his video another day.
What I was saying was dudes were lying about their relationships and literally doing the bare minimum in the relationships. And at the end of the relationships, when the woman was ready to leave, they were like, I did everything you wanted. No, you didn't. That was a lie. That's like going forth, right? But she skips a lot. She skips a good portion of the video, just like literally a good chunk of the video
was 11
and
minutes.
goes to.
This is where he lives. This is where he lives. I don't know how the universe helped me click right on that spot because I had not had the timestamp. But look, I want you to just look. Listen to this.
And then start to go out into the world thinking that those beliefs are true because nobody is telling you the correct thing. And I'm really going through it right now. I haven't.
Says is his room. What the F is going on here?
Mental episode.
What the F is going on? Hold on, hold on. He says mental episode, right? We're going to address that later on in the
Going
video.
through it right now. I haven't.
Says is his room. What the F is going on here?
Mental episode.
What the F is going on? And you know, this is so, you know what? Let me just play a little bit more of this because listen.
I'm up in a hot minute and my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true. That is not true.
Which means he's had a woman.
Wait,
over.
if you let the video play a little bit more, because she didn't, I say if a girl likes you enough, she will clean up for you, which is 100% true. I also say you should never put anybody in that situation. And that I was working on myself because I'm going through it. Here's an update to how my room looks now.
Oh!
Here's an update to how my living room looks.
Look!
This is what my kitchen looks like. My refrigerator. Oh no, I dropped my yogurt. Oh God. And my office. As you can see, I'm pretty clean as a person in general. But
the boy done clean up. Was it looking like that before you did the reaction video though, John? We don't know. We will never know. Because this isn't exactly candid now, is it? But the place look good. You know, it looks like we have similar tastes with the tufted backboard. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's take a look. Tufted couch, okay? He looked proud. Look at his face. Look at my place now. Look, I'm clean. Colorful shirt on and everything. Hey, look, I hear you, son. Let's take a look and see how boy living. Let's
On
see.
myself because I'm going through it. Here's an update to
Oh, love the tufted headboard. Oh, pink duvet. Oh, what is that on the bed? Oh, looks like someone went shopping. All right, Johnny boy. All right, let's see. I mean, the wallpaper look nice. It look like a nice place. What you got in that bag? I love seeing what people go shopping for. I wish. Come on, open the bag. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
how my room looks now.
Oh, all these. Wait, why do you have all these pillows? Is this your place or Airbnb? You know what? He says it's his place, but that's a lot of pillows for at home. Especially this pillow's already on the bed. Something two and two to make four right here. This look like a completely different place than the place that we saw.
Update to how
But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 pillows on the bed already.
my room looks now.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pillows on the side. There's a salmon colored looking tote or purse over here. Maybe some girl helped him. We will never know.
Here's an update to how my living
Living room
looks.
look nice.
This is what my kitchen looks like.
Kitchen
My
looks
refrigerator.
cute.
Oh no, I dropped my yogurt.
I don't think no girl came there and did this now, because what he got in this refrigerator. I remember. Look. Eggs, blueberries, a little bit of salad, bunch of waters. That's good. Oh, some butter. What butter and nothing to put the butter. Where's the bread or any of that? Just yogurt, butter, water. I mean, and eggs. Maybe the butter is for the eggs, so you scramble them up. Maybe that's not a salad. Maybe those are those, the peppers and onions and stuff. We just being nosy at this point. We could continue forward. He got his yogurt.
Oh no, I dropped my yogurt. Oh God. In my office.
Okay, office. Oh wow, he has a bunch of monitors just like me. I guess that's part of the but that's a lot of wires all entangled there, son. You looks like a hazard. You don't let my brother see that, because he will get on you about surge protectors and how many watts each surge protector can. It looks like there's the couch over there. It looks like the office is right next to the couch that we just saw. 1, 2. Looks like there's 3 monitors with a bunch of little things around the side. 4 monitors. Okay, look, them wires. You get to do something about those. Let's continue. I'm sorry.
You can see I'm pretty clean as a person in general, but the video was based around my mindset and relationships and everything I needed to unlearn because I was taught incorrectly. So I'm about to be canceled. Oh snap! Acknowledging that it was a very deep video and that she needed to go into it in deep detail, and then openly skipping a huge part of the video that makes the first part and the last part make sense. It was literally.
Hold on. Let me send. Oh, here we go. Hey, Lauren just earned herself a one-way ticket and coach to the block party. Get out of here. You don't want to be here. Bounce. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Bounce. If this is not your cup of tea, go drink your coffee or your juice, whatever it is that you want. Just go. It's that simple. This is what we talk about, self-love in our relationships. And stop hanging around places that you are not feeling and receiving what it is that you need. My knockouts receive what it is that they need here, and they get it. We talk about the self-love lessons in every video. If you feel that I'm judging him by the wires entangled under his desk, that is a fire hazard. How is that judging? I'm speaking. Where was the lie? Tell me where the lie is. Actually, I'm enjoying this video. Let's go back. Look how cute he is. Look his cute little face. Look. And his beard has grown. He made sure that it was all glistened up for the video. We see you, Johnny. Let's continue going forward. on the wings of the plane. Y'all are crazy. All right, let's go. Let's go.
And openly skipping a huge part of the video that makes the first part and the last part make sense. It was literally just taking pieces from a full conversation to fit an agenda. I'm not trying to attack this lady. I'm not trying to come after her, but I will say anytime I do a reaction to a video, I try to hear the person all the way out to know exactly what they're talking about before I just making assumptions or show a large group of people something that wasn't even supposed to be true. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So like she said that she was going to do a full reaction to the full video. I am just waiting for that. That's it.
I won't.
That's all I want to see.
You want punishment?
I want you to hear my words
I
all the way
won't.
out.
I won't do it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm being immature. Let's continue. I'm sorry. Okay.
Before making an opinion on what I'm saying at the first part of something and then at the end of something, because that can literally change the whole statement. Let me give you an example. Might be bad grammar, but I'm pretty much saying I F kids up in dodgeball, right? So when you read this, you'll be like, oh, okay. When he plays dodgeball, he be beating the kids, right? But let's say I just show you the beginning and don't even show you the end, right? Like, just take out the whole end. All this is I have kids. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know.
That sounds so...
Son, your example, you could have done something a little different than this. Now you emblazoning this in people's minds. Milad, now people just coming in talking about what's going on and you got this in my video? Milad, you gonna make me put on my pearls just to clutch them. Let's continue.
So much worse. So to understand what I'm saying in that video, you have to watch the full thing. So I can't wait to see her reaction when she watches the full thing. And the crazy thing is, she has seen the full thing.
You know what? His video is so deep. I want to break down his video all by itself, but there's so many other links that we need to get to. So just remind me to do his video another day.
She knows exactly what I'm talking about.
You know what? The crazy part about it is, look at his face. Look at his face. What does his face tell you? What expression do you see on his face? You can tell the guy likes me. He doesn't have an issue with me. He's not upset with me. You can tell the dude likes me, you know. I don't got no issue with the man either. Look his face. He looks like he's a little bit embarrassed. That's what I see on his face. He's smiling it off, but he looks a little bit embarrassed. That's what I see. I don't know what you all see, right? But whatever. Let's continue.
She's just using bits and pieces. The reason I know is because she says how deep the video is. Because it's stupid deep. When you think about it, you're going to be like, wow, that makes sense. I don't know why we do that as a society. Because it's based off of everyone's relationships, not just mine. That's all I got to say.
It's not. Look at his face. Okay. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Let's talk about some of what we heard in the video. We could go back to the beginning.
I'm about to be canceled.
Inappropriate.
Ooh. So I get a message. Hi, friend. I don't know if you know this, but Toya TKO mentioned you in her show.
Tanya. You see the end. Tanya TKO. Come on, some Toya. I even got people from Tasha K channel talk about pay Cardi her money. I got too many people who can't say my name. Say my name. Let's go.
Show. What? For what? I don't think she didn't say anything bad. And I looked at it and I saw a Facebook message and it was like, I would run from him. And I was like, what did I say? So then the title has Kevin Samuels in it. And I was like, oh shit, did I mess up?
I want to break down his video in its entirety.
That right there. That's what I thought she was going to do. But she didn't. She didn't do that.
Dear, your video is over 11 minutes. There wasn't space. And then also, your video was deep, but it was also very rambly. You rambled in that video. And like your thoughts were not cohesive, right? Like they were just all over the place. That video was not the video to play your 11-minute video in entirety where you were talking about all of these different things. It was the clip in the beginning that I needed where you were talking about how it is that you felt. There was another clip that I also needed from that video where you were talking about how it was in watching these guys, that you were watching content where you were learning how to manipulate women. And then it was like you started realizing that the thinking was off. But the thing is that men start watching these manosphere videos wanting to learn how to get with women, wanting to learn how to be more attractive to women and girls, right? And then they end up learning how to manipulate or getting information on how to manipulate. And then the content begins to permeate with messages of hatred towards women and girls, right? And then they start, oh, I'm not going to let girls manipulate me. This is the purpose of adding your clip in my video, was to show that part, the mindset. It wasn't about all of the other stuff. That's why I said I would do the other video in a different video. It wasn't about all of the other stuff. It was about, and it wasn't about you. It wasn't about you, John. It was about the men that exist in the manosphere and opening up women's minds to understanding the mindset and Kevin Samuels's agenda, because Kevin Samuels made a concerted effort to make sure that he bashed women. He knew what he was doing. The data out there does not support what the people in the manosphere are saying. And the purpose of Kevin Samuels, the greater portion of that video was about Charleston White's ideology about bringing girls down to their level because of some song from the 90s about scrubs. And your video, the snippet of it was a perfect example of how there are men out there. Now, you claim that you came out of it, but there are men who have not. And there are people who are talking about, oh, he has mental health issues, right? I don't know you, John. I've not gone to the doctor with you. I don't know about what mental health issues you may suffer with or that you claim that you're suffering with. I do not know. This is not about you, your mental health issues. It's not about the mental health issues of the guys in the manosphere. Because at some point, we have to take responsibility. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the men who hate women in the manosphere have mental health issues. I'm sure they do. I'm sure the men who I cover on the show who harm women and fill up their minds, that guy who was the subway shooter, who was also a Kevin Samuels fan, I'm sure he had mental health issues too. But at some point, we have to realize that it's not a period. I have mental health issues, period, full stop. That's not the end of the conversation. What are we continuing to do? What exists after that? Because there's so many women. And part of the reason that I showed your room is because we just finished talking about men inviting women to sleep on a twin size air mattress in their home. And we talk also about men inviting women into spaces that are cluttered, junky, filthy, and biohazardous. We talk about that. And we're gonna go through the video, but it's not a full stop, because there were some women in that video were like, oh, well, what if he's just got out of jail? What if he's just got out of rehab? That's not a full stop. I have mental health issues, full stop. No. What are we as adults doing to continue to stay on top of our mental health issues, to take our medication, to stay on top of our therapy, to continue to evolve and stay healthful in the societies that we're in? So, yeah, there are plenty of people out there with mental health issues who are dangers to women and children. And my video in talking about self-love is in realizing, okay, just because he has mental health issues doesn't mean that you allow him to abuse you, that you just sit there and be abused. Not saying anything about you and abuse or whatnot, but really having the larger conversation about what self-love looks like. Because somebody else, you are on your own journey, I am on mine. And everybody that we meet in these relationships are on individual journeys in which we converge and overlap. However, what is the self-loving thing that the women that I speak to in my targeted audience need to do? If they do meet a man who has mental health issues, do they just say, oh, well, let me just endure everything that comes along with this? No. You have to do what's right for you. You set your boundaries, even if that means leaving a person just because they have mental health issues doesn't mean that we don't hear what they say, that they don't talk, and that they don't posit, and that we hear what they're positing. No. So continuing on, let's do it. I want to go back to the part where he says, "What money? What money?"
It was
Where
pretty
it's
funny.
like, wait a minute, if she's just gonna cheat on me and lie on me, why would I want her to have half of my things? Half of what things? Half of what things? I don't have anything right now.
Right.
And I haven't even got to that point. But because I saw so many other people going through so much things and so many other dudes lying about their relationships because they were saying, oh, I was doing all of this great things.
All right,
Literally,
so
I was doing.
let's pause right here. Let's pause right here. I didn't misconstrue your words. Those are your words. That is the exact point. That is the exact point. You spoke about the time in which you existed in this manospheric thinking where you were wondering, where you were like, I don't want them to take my money, and you realized you didn't have money. That is the point right there. And it's not about you. It's about that ideology. And it's about the ideology of the males that you even began to speak about, where they were, as you said, doing the bare minimum. I didn't cover that part either, but that's an important part that I would have liked to have covered. I don't know if I'm going to respond to the entire video now at this point, because it's like, I don't know. I'm a little turned off by this. I'm turned off personally by this now. I don't know. I'm turned off by the, what is it that I'm turned off by? If I can think of how to articulate my words on this, I'm turned off by how this has turned into such a tremendous deal. Like, people said they wanted to hear the whole video, like on an easy day like this, easy like Sunday, where I have the time to dive in. But in that video where I'm being sponsored, where I want to keep the video under an hour, was not the time to talk about all of the other things in your video. But I stated very clearly that I would. If the people wanted it, I said they said in that video they wanted it. And I said that I would. And then now it has to turn into this whole big ordeal. For what? When I said that I would. But now I don't know, because I don't like to reward bad behavior. And I don't want to reward people who attempt to cause strife. I don't want to reward that. And I don't like to dwell and roll around in the energies of yesterday, which don't necessarily serve us in where it is that we are today. But I don't know. Let's continue.
The bare minimum, and she didn't want to stay around for the bare.
You know what? His video is so deep. I want to break down his video all by itself, but there's so many other links that we need to get to. So just remind me to do his video another day.
What I was saying was dudes were lying about their relationships and literally doing the bare minimum in the relationships. And at the end of the relationships, when the woman was ready to leave, they were like, I did everything you wanted. No, you didn't. That was a lie. That's like going forth, right? But she skips a lot. She skips a good portion of the video, just like literally a good chunk of the video.
Get out of your ego, son. Get out of your ego. I did not have the time capacity in that video to go through your whole video. It's like, I understand that we think that our words are that every single word that we speak has the same weight. In that video, I needed that clip to exemplify the manospheric mindset. That's what I needed. And I said I would go through your whole video.
And goes to,
This is where he lives. This is where he lives. Is this, you showed that. You showed your place. I wasn't up at the window with a camera snapping shots on the inside. Like, oh, look at this man's. This is what you showed. And you have to understand, everybody doesn't know you. They don't know what your place looks like before you clean up to do your reaction video. We don't know. All we know is what you show us. And some people are going to be coming across you for the first time. And this is what they see. I mean, some people come across my videos for the first time. My hair is wild and undone, face looking crazy. I'm in my workout clothes. And they might be like, oh, this how the girl look. I don't know how the universe helped me click right on that spot because I had not had the timestamp. But look, I want you to just listen to. Look his face. Look his face. This poor thing. Look, he's like, I got caught out there. I mean, this happens. It happens. This.
And then start to go out into the world thinking that those beliefs are true because nobody is telling you the correct thing. And I'm really going through it right now. I haven't.
Says is his room. What the F is going on here?
Mental episode.
What the F is going on? And you know, this is so, you know what? Let me just play a little bit more of this because listen.
I'm up in a hot minute and my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true. That is not true.
Which means he's had a woman.
Wait,
over.
if you let the video play a little bit more, because she didn't, I say if a girl likes you enough, she will clean up for you, which is 100% true.
She will clean up for you. See, this is where the self-love lessons come in for the women. You go into a man's place that is biohazardous with dangerous wires all entangled, mattress up against the wall, and he's going through a mental health episode, and you're up there trying to clean his room? Get the hell out. Okay, let me not be dramatic, but ladies. And the thing is that there's so many men that think that this is acceptable. Even he in his reaction video is like, she will clean up for you. And you're admitting, oh my God, son. Oh my God. Listen, we have got to stay on top of our mental health. Let's not, don't expect for people to raise us. Remember, we talked about the difference between building with a man and building up a man. The bare minimum is adulting, keeping your space clean for you. Oh my goodness. Listen, somebody talking about hiring a person. Yes. And it's like, so now she's the unpaid cleaning service, or she just has the charity to come over. I used to have a guy on my friend page. I had to unfriend him, who was constantly talking about how nobody was really his friend because they wouldn't come up and clean up. And I'm like, oh gosh.
I also say you should never put anybody in that situation. And that I was working on myself because I'm going through it. Here's an update to how my room looks now. Here's an update to how my living room looks. This is what my kitchen looks like.
Hold on, let's go back to I want to see if the living room is where the studio is too. I'm just curious.
Here's an update to how my room looks now. Here's an update to how
we see the purple light.
How my living room.
It looks like the studio is in the background back there. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. I love people seeing
room looks. This is what my kitchen looks like. My refrigerator. Oh no, I dropped my yogurt. Oh God.
Get some fruits and vegetables in there. Don't wait for me to come over. Go to the grocery store and get some fruits and some vegetables, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Go get some green things and things of different colors, okay?
Office.
Fresh, live, not the ones that are canned or in juices.
As you can see, I'm pretty clean. As a person in general.
We don't know that.
But the video was based around my mindset and relationships and everything I needed to unlearn because I was taught incorrectly. So I'm about to be canceled.
So somebody is saying, no, ma'am, if that's my man and he's going through anything, I will cook, clean, and some more for him. I mean, if that's your man, I hope you're doing more than that. If that's your man, c- uh, but it depends too. Um, it also depends because if a person, it depends on what that man is doing to stay on top of his journey, his mental health issues, etc., and his own cleanliness. If that's your man and he has a chronic pattern of just flipping the house upside down and you come over with your mop and bucket, then that's on you. Can continue continue and just do, if that's how you want to do your life, continue to do your life like that. But he didn't say your girlfriend, your woman, your fiance, your wife will help you clean up. He said if a girl likes you enough. That doesn't even sound mutual, because he's not talking about a relationship. If a girl likes you enough, she'll clean up. Likes you enough, not even a relationship. So it's like some of you women who are so desperate to be picked are just looking for any opportunity to fucking bust out your fucking spatula. I'm sorry, y'all got me cursing on a Sunday morning. Bust out your spatula, your damn apron, and your mop and bucket to show some man just how much you care about him. You love him at your own expense. You standing up there moving these wires and then damn get yourself electric shock. You over there trying to clean up. That looked like a mattress was up against the wall. Mattresses are heavy. You over there like, don't worry, baby. I got you. If the mattress is falling down over you, good. Get crushed underneath it. Just silly self. I'm just so tired of some of you and your damn nonsense. Let's go forward in the video. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Canceled. Oh, snap. Acknowledging that it was a very deep video and that she needed to go into it in deep detail. And then openly skipping.
Hold on. I think we're having an issue with the connection, the connectivity. I don't know what's going on, but we're having some connectivity issues, it looks like. Looks like we're having some connectivity
And then
issues.
openly skipping a huge part of the video that makes the first part and the last part make sense.
It didn't. The first part and the last part didn't make sense by all of the things in the middle. You were rambling in that video. And I think you need to listen to that video again. And it was a lot of dead space in there that just really didn't, it just wasn't,
It was literally just taking pieces from a full conversation to fit an agenda. I'm not trying to attack this lady. I'm not trying to come after her, but I will say anytime I do a reaction to a video, I try to hear the person all.
Listen, babe. The videos you react to are TikTok videos that are a minute in length. Your video was 11 minutes. I did not have the time space capacity that night. And Anna says she 2 minutes away from being in that same floor with cancel culture if she keeps it up. Let me just say this unmistakably so that you all can hear me and hear me very well. Cancel me then. If you think, say, your influence is big enough, bad enough, and broad enough, if you think that your balls hang down low enough or your ovaries are big enough to clobber me off the internet, cancel me then. Me beg you, do it if you think that you can, because I tell you, as long as my phone has an internet connection, as long as this wire comes out of the router, as long as I have a camera, I will continue to make videos. Cancel me if you think that you can. Because like I said in the beginning part of this video, oh no, I'm not like those babies from the 90s and the 2000s who sit up here crying on the internet with their toilet paper in their hand, wiping up dry tears and a dry cry. That is not me. Each and everything that I say in my videos, whether you take a snippet or the whole thing, my videos are an hour long. I don't expect people to take my entire video and post it inside of their video and be like, well, you got to get the whole context. I don't do that. I stand by every single thing that I say in my videos. I didn't take a part of a sentence and clip it off and did some what do you call this thing where you have the deep fakes and you're using somebody else's voice and I didn't do that. I used the man's entire statement in the context in which he stated it in that video. There were some things in the middle and some things at the end that were related, but the sentiment was that he felt that way for, he claims, 2 weeks. But I can imagine it was building up long before then. That it got to the point where maybe he was cognizant of it for a few weeks, but you were watching videos long before that, Jonathan. You were watching videos long before that. So yes, I will say it irrefutably. If there is anybody who think that they can cancel me, please come, do it. Because you all have gotten so accustomed to these new age people. I don't even know the generation that it is that come up on the internet. I'm so sorry, reading statements from publicists because they're afraid. Oh, my money's gonna stop. You want to know where my money comes from? My money comes from the apples, from the people who send cash apps through, the people who support what it is that I'm saying, who have gained from my content. That's where the bulk of my support comes from. So some people who are not sending apples, who don't watch anyway, who are not even my fan base talking about cancel me, then do it. If you think that you can, don't make me stand up grappling my vagina because I will. Do it if you think that you can. I will continue forward. My goodness, the nerve of these people. You see, it's because they're so sensitive. Oh, if you say this about me, oh, the tear, oh. I'm not you. You and I are built different. I'm from the Bronx. And when I say that, people who are from the Bronx, who grew up in Baltimore or in the lower regions of Philadelphia, you all know what I'm talking about. We're built different. We don't go out there, oh, you don't like me? Oh, my God. Woosah.
All the way out to know exactly what they're talking about before I just making assumptions or show a large group of people something that wasn't even supposed to be true. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So like she said that she was going to do a full reaction to the full video. I am just waiting for that. That's it. That's all I want to see. Because I want you to hear my words all the way out before making an opinion on what I'm saying at the first part of something and then at the end of something. Because that can literally change the whole statement. Let me give you an example. Might be bad grammar, but I'm pretty much saying
I don't like this example. I'm going to cross over this because I don't want those words in my video. Son, I don't know why you use that. I don't like that at all. I didn't like that at all.
You have to watch.
That is not a good example. And I don't know why you use those words dear. No, I'm not putting that in my video again. I did the first time, but I'm not playing that in my video. Ugh. I can't.
Saying what I'm saying in that video, you have to watch the full thing. So I can't wait to see her reaction when she watches the full thing. And the crazy thing is, she has seen the full thing.
You know what? His video is so deep. I want to break down his video all by itself, but there's so many other links that we need to get to. So just remind me to do his video another day. Janice, I just saw a comment that only a Jamaican would come out and say, you threw me off when I saw that comment. I'm not going to repeat that vulgar slackness that you were saying. Oh, you shook me with that. Let's continue. Another day.
She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She's just using bits and pieces. The reason I know is because she says how deep the video is. Because it's stupid deep. When you think about it, you're going to be like, wow, that makes sense. I don't know why we do that.
I like that thing on his wall. The @JohnMoss. I like that. All right. We see you, Johnny. We see you.
As a society, because it's
So somebody is saying she's definitely in her feelings. She seemed mad. I already said in the beginning of the video I was annoyed. You see, some of you who try to hide your feelings and emotions, you end up caught up. I am annoyed. Yes, I am annoyed. I don't understand. Who said who when did I say I wasn't? See, this is what I'm saying. Some of you are just too young to really even be speaking to me. Shut up, sit down. Go find someone to burp you. This is foolishness.
Based off of everyone's relationships, not just mine. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so we did the whole video. You happy, Jonathan? We did your whole video today on a Sunday. Today could have been the day that I did the longer video, but instead I have to react and respond to this. Listen. All right, what did you all learn from this video? I don't know. I'm going to open up the floor because I've already given my commentary. I don't know. This whole situation is just, I don't know. This whole situation was just, to me. How long we been on here? See, 55 minutes. It's time to cut the video now that we're almost here for an hour. This is what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to let your comments come through. Let's read some of these. Vigilant is going to watch the playback. Yeah, do that. Let's read some of these comments and just hear a little bit of a. Candace says, if they have to shut up and sit down, you have to stop accepting apples. Well, look, if you want to speak your piece, you can send your piece through the apple. I'll read it right on the air. Willie has sent through an apple, so we're going to check that. Delilah says he wants to have a problem. Hey, these youngins should go have several seats. I learned he's a, oh my goodness. I'm not going to read that on air, but hey, Davy says you had time. I did make some time today. Today could have been the day that I made the time. People are saying he wants drama. I don't think he wants no drama because these young people, they don't know how to handle drama. Needs to work on his letters. He is a buller man. I don't know what that means. Hey. Go Tanya. Go Toya. I mean, quit calling me different names. He need to get offline and do some self-care, face scrub, something. Y'all are, listen. He does look like he's drinking plenty of water, though. Well, that's a good first start. Reactors don't like when you react to their videos. Tanya told the truth and he was embarrassed, so he got triggered. Hey, he wants attention. I mean, listen. Hey, he rambles a lot, and there was some rambling in that video talking about I should have played the whole thing. Oh my gracious. I couldn't. But what is that I hear? What's that I hear? Hey. All right, we have an apple that has come in. Let's take a look and see. Willie has sent $20 and says, learning to be a better man. You know what? That's what I love. Men talk about how it is the commentary from women, how it's the influence from women that assists them in bettering themselves. But when you say something, if that man is not ready to hear it, then he'll fight against you. Like Willie is like learning to be a better man. I applaud that 100% wholeheartedly. But then you say some stuff to another man and he'll be like, get out of here. Who you talking to? Not me. I'm not a scrub. I'm a good man. The child support, mental health, they'll say all types of stuff. At the end of the day, what is it that you're doing to stay rooted in the things that you need to be doing as a man, as an adult, without the excuses, without the blame, without the finger pointing? It's hot in here. I'm starting to get sweaty. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh my Lord, you all are going off. Let me see if there's any new apples. Let me send some hearts to Willie. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. And then we'll refresh. I will come back and check the apples in a little bit. Other than that, I think I said everything that I needed to say on this broadcast. So on that note, right? I'll read a few more of the comments. If you want to send me apples when I'm off air, you can go ahead and do that. And then we'll go from there. Listen, I don't want to take away from anybody's mental health issues because there's a lot of people out there who are undiagnosed. That's the thing. There are a lot of people who don't have their diagnoses, who don't know. I mean, there's a lot of our parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers who have mental health issues, and we just take it with a grain of salt because we don't know any different, because that's what we've become accustomed to. But when there are things that are happening and going on in your life that are not functional, you have to look within yourself to figure out, what's happening with you, and stay on top of that so that you are a productive contribution to society and in your relationships, and that you know how to navigate. And you know how many people, once they start taking their medication and they start feeling good, then they don't take it anymore, and they're like, oh, I'm good, I don't want to take medication for the rest of my life. It's like, for your entire life, if you want to go diving underwater, you have to take a tank with you. I mean, there are fish and dolphins that don't have to take a tank with them. But for your particular body chemistry, there are things that you will need to do for the rest of your life if you intend to show up in a certain way. So there's some people out there who have diagnoses and they're not taking their medication. They're not doing what they need to do. They're not seeing their therapist. There are people who go see one therapist. They don't like them. They don't go back. There's people who know that they need to be on a regimen of medication and psychotherapy, and they're not doing it. However, I am not here to try to force people to do whatever it is that they need to do, the self-work. I'm not here to force people to do that or try to force people. I am here to speak to women about, if you see this show up, how do you react to this that is showing up in front of you? Without any excuses or anything from their part. Because like I said, listen, you think that those Karens out there who are harassing people, you think they don't have mental health issues? You think the people in the Ku Klux Klan don't have mental health issues? Of course, these people are sick in the head. This is why they're out there harassing people or hating people that they don't know. They're sick. But does that mean that they still don't harm people even though they're sick? No, my lessons are to you. When I do these videos and I use content, clips inside of the video, the clips are an example of of a situation that exists out there. Whether that clip is someone famous or somebody not so famous, if there is a person who is offering a soundbite that is a part of the example that I need to give the lesson, it's never about that person. And what happens is when people have a big enough following, then they're like, oh, well, you don't know me in my entirety. I don't have to know you in your entirety because this isn't about you. This is about the idea. We discussed the idea for us to be able to reflect on the inside. That's why I asked the question, my content is about you, or my content is about you? Because each person who watches my videos, my content is for you to self-reflect. Because when people come out and they start trying to, this is why when you all start trying to call each other names in the comments and stuff like that, I'm like, no, don't call each other names. You didn't see me call this man a name, but yet there are people coming out calling me names because they want to shut me up. It's inappropriate. It's like you are becoming what it is that you're claiming that I am, because you're projecting your own inadequacies, your own idiosyncrasies, your own issues onto me. And Facebook user, you're exactly right. He was talking about a situation in which he was talking about girls using him, and he didn't even have the money that they were talking about. And he played in the beginning of the video examples from a young lady who was talking about how capitalism works. And in the manosphere, there are many men. I showed the data and the statistics in that video. Go watch that video if you want to, where the hundreds of thousands of people who were following Kevin Samuels, the hundreds of thousands of men who are on these platforms, they're not rolling in the dough. They're having financial issues. Some of them are not even working, and they are future projecting the wealth that they claim that they will have, or think in their heart that they'll have in the future. Just like how Charleston White was saying in that video. He was like, lend me your car and I guarantee you in 2 months I'll have my own. You don't know that. You don't know that. Why should it's been what were you doing 2 months from then? 2 months ago. You didn't get a car in all of that time. Anyway, all right. Look, I appreciate all of you for coming out. What is the self-love lesson that you learned in this video? I want to hear that. Let me check the apples one more time. I want to hear what self-love lesson you learned in this video from us here today, from what it is that we discussed. I want to hear what you gathered. And so let's see. What shall we listen to? Hey, come on, come forward. Type out your self-love lesson, SLL for self-love lesson. And let me see what it is that you learned. Oh, John Moss is in the comments. Hey, Johnny. So he's saying, let's see what Jonathan is saying. Jonathan is saying the video was talking, let me turn down the music so I can hear him. The video was talking about how men were taught incorrectly and how media and P0RN has manipulated the minds of young people across the world. You didn't mention the P0RN inside that video. You didn't mention that because as you stated, I did watch the entire video. And the video that you did, the original video, the long video, the 11-minute video. Let me pause this music for a moment. All right. The video started out with you talking about how you felt. You were like, well, why wouldn't I just be a good husband? Why would I be in a situation where she would want to leave me and take my money and this and the other? And then you said that you said, what money? That's what you said. Nobody put words in your mouth. Nobody cut and paste one part and changed up a sentence. No, you spoke for several sentences and you expressed yourself where you talked about how men were taught incorrectly. Thank you. That is my whole entire point. That is my whole entire point. The clip that I used of yours talked about how men were taught incorrectly. Exactly. That is what I needed. That is what I used inside the video because we were talking about men in the manosphere being taught incorrectly and the overall agenda that Kevin Samuels had to perpetuate these ill thoughts because believe it or not, you are not the only one. I understand that you have your own personal story. Everybody is somebody's son or daughter. Everybody is. And there are men in the manosphere who are people's sons and they still have these toxic ideas. Okay. Jonathan, you want to come up and have your word on the video? Is that what you want to do? Because I see you typing in the comments. If you want to come into the video with me and speak, or if you want to talk behind the scenes, by all means. By all means. All right. So look, if you want to work that out, look, go check your Instagram. Just type in Tanya TKO on Instagram and send me a private message. You will see that I sent you messages months ago as well as before I did the video. So you can just respond back to one of those unanswered messages that I sent you over the course of the past few months. You could do that. I mean, I have no issue with you. Like I said, it was not about you. It was about that idea that you have even stated. Oh, he says, I'm down to chat. I believe we're fighting for the exact same cause. Thank you. Thank you. Hence why I used the snippet in the first place. Thank you. Because you expressed some deep ideas in the video. And as a matter of fact, I would love for you to come forward and talk about the time in which you were brainwashed by the toxic ideas and what effect that had on you, especially with a person who has mental health issues, because you're not the only one with mental health issues. As I stated, I believe in the manosphere, there are a lot of men with mental health issues, right? I believe there are men in the manosphere with mental health issues who are also being seduced by these ignorant, toxic, dangerous ideas. And Kevin Samuels was a predator in that he cloaked his advice. He cloaked it, but would slip in many toxic messages underneath, even to the point where before he expired, that he was talking about not believing little girls who say that their stepdads touched them. Yeah. So no, I don't think Jonathan wants to argue with me. I could tell from the look in his face that he didn't want to argue. Facebook user says we all have mental health issues, all of us. There can be times at different points in our lives where we can have mental health issues, all of us. Of course, of course. We have to stay on top of our mental health, every one of us, because none of us is above decline. None of us. None of us. All right. So listen, Jonathan, you can contact me behind the scenes and we can do a collaboration. All right. Somebody asking when we're starting. We haven't even set it up yet, but Jonathan, like I said, just respond to one of those Instagram messages. Let me check IG now to see if he has responded to the Instagram message I sent him months ago. Let's see if he's found his way over to it. Oh, he has responded and he's misspelling my name. Tanya. All right. Now he's asking me, Tanya, I'm not going to, that's a private message. So, all right. So we're in touch now. We are in touch. So we'll see what happens. All right. On that note, let's finish up this video and let's get the music back up and go ahead. Let's talk about the self-love lessons that we learned from this video, from beginning to end. What did you learn from this video? I want to hear. Come on. Come on. SLL and type the self-love lesson that you learned from this video. I want to see. Hey. Okay. Lana, I'm waiting for the SLL to come up. So, you know what? Before the SLL start coming up, some of these comments be a little off the cuff. So I had to take them off the screen real quick. But here we go. All right. Let's see. Juanita is waiting with her popcorn. Lord. Come on. This video has been more than an hour, so he and I will have to do an entirely different video. So come on, SLL. SLL, hire a cleaner. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Come on. Let's see. SLL. Let's see what the self-love lesson is. Don't jump to conclusions. Make sure you understand what's being said and discussed before responding. Okay. All right. I want to make sure I get all of the apples before we jump off. Work on self. Okay. There's a polite and rational way to solve disputes. Contact the person. Good job, Johnny boy. Okay. Listen to understand before you respond to avoid unnecessary miscommunication and misunderstandings. Everyone hit the like button. Yes, thumbs up the video. Get your life together, young man, and stop looking for a woman to clean up your room. You know something? Some of you be off the cuff. Listen, come on. Black women will continue to be used, muled, and pimped out by black men to come up. Self-love lesson, stay away, get out. I don't know if that's the self-love lesson you got from this video. I want you to tell me the self-love lesson. Your room is your responsibility to clean. I learned that I shouldn't be judging anyone else based on how they live because I don't know what they have been through. And this video didn't make it to 1K views. There are almost 1,000 people on this broadcast right now, but you see, it's young people in their mind that they think that the merit of a video or a piece or a person is related to numbers. They don't know a world without social media. The worth and merit of a book, a person, a piece of content is not, the merit is how great the content is is not reflected in how many views it gets. It's the content by itself stands. So have a wonderful Sunday, SLL. Believe in what you say and stick by it. If someone challenged you, be prepared to back it up. SLL, don't use someone's past, not even past, against them. Think before you post your home for all to see. That's what Shelly's self-love lesson is. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Divest, self-love lesson. I learned that people really think that you're not smart enough to discern our own opinion from what we hear. I'm learning that men think we're stupid. Go clean yourself up. All right, self-love lesson. Communication is key, so is self-care. All right, they sure don't. Communication is key. There's someone that they say is trolling in the video. Okay. Young people can say the dumbest things and they are not used to, it doesn't. Okay. A. Shelly Owens, they agreeing with her. Okay, so listen, I think we've gotten most of the self-love lessons out. We have 12 more seconds, and then after that, we will go into the next video. We'll see what the next video may be. All right, thank you all so much for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And I'm just going to tell you all the self-love lesson that I have for you all. Oh, my battery's dying. That I have for you all from in this video, right? The self-love lesson that I garner from the video that we did today is number one. Like somebody said, stand by your words, all of them, each and every one of them that you say, especially if you're a content creator, you know, you have to be very purposeful with what it is that you say and express, right? In our personal lives, we're not living in the times of Black Mirror where people can rewind and get the exact words, but do be purposeful with what it is that you're saying, how it is that you show up, and have forgiveness for yourself so that if somebody does hear how it is that you have expressed, that you forgive yourself if you have changed and gotten a new point of view. The self-love lesson that I've also garnered from this video is that there's some women out there who are just looking for any reason to just mule, and that's okay. I just have to let them go, throw the harness on their back and let somebody ride and take them and use them or whatever. If that's what it is that they're choosing to do, I have to learn to allow people to do that. Another self-love lesson that I garnered from this video is to be open to the conversation, to not back yourself into a corner with your words so that there is no room for reconciliation. I say that a self-love lesson that I learned from this video is to always leave space to reconcile. Always leave space for a change, you know, state very clearly that you are willing to change your mind, you know, and be open to input and, be open to input that may affect your current point of view, because in this life, we are all here to live and to grow and to expand and all of that. So I appreciate all of you for coming out and being a part of this conversation, right? I appreciate all of you for coming out and being a part of the conversation. I was annoyed in the beginning part of the video. I am no longer annoyed, and I think this is a part of the purpose of communicating so that you are able to emote, to express, to release, and have these dialogues. Even if you just have the dialogue inside of your journal, you know, but have the dialogue, express, let it out, be honest with how it is that you feel. Like some people came out and they were like, she mad and she trying to act like, no, I stated very clearly that I was annoyed or perturbed, and I was forthright with what it was that I was annoyed about. And I think that for more of us, we need to have these conversations. We need to be able to talk with other people, especially people that we have issues with. I was talking with a friend of mine recently, and she was telling me about a situation in her relationship where her and her boyfriend just get mad at each other, and then they don't really discuss the issue. They don't really clear the air. And I'm going to encourage more people out there to really have deep, open conversations with people, no matter how revealing, no matter how exposing, and really just communicate your truth and be open to hear other people's truths as well. So on that note, I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you so much. Hey. I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. Go out there and love one another. Hey. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is everything that we discussed in this video, setting up boundaries. Set up boundaries and adhere to them. That's all I'm going to say on that. And be very purposeful with your words. Tanya TKO. And I'm out. Peace. Mm.